One frustrated Liberal MP pleads with his colleagues.
You know, as Bob Hawke once said, if you can't govern yourselves, you can't govern the country. And my message to all my coalition colleagues is that unity is absolutely important.
But over at the Senate entrance, his coalition colleague made it clear that message was falling on deaf ears.
Some of my colleagues or others want to have a different view. I just hope they'd consider at the next election coming up to Collinsville. Please come up to North Queensland and tell us all how we're immoral and corrupt. It would help us a lot.
After days of open warfare over possible government funding for new coal-fired power, senior cabinet ministers, including both moderate Simon Birmingham and Conservative Matthias Cormann, urged moderate inner-city Liberals to avoid a stoush with the Nationals at the joint party room meeting.
Oh, look, I'm not going to get into discussions about conversations with colleagues.
Sky News understands that warning frustrated moderate Liberals, annoyed they were asked to keep quiet as Matt Canavan talked up coal power without rebuttal.
I'm not going to get into discussing conversations which may or may not have happened with colleagues.
But one moderate Liberal did take to his feet with words of warning. The Deputy Liberal leader delivered a broadside on unity, echoing John Howard's comments that the coalition is a broad church, but that it needed a few extra pews. Josh Frydenberg also accused MPs of overshadowing the historic visit by the Indonesian leader, calling for internal issues to be set aside.
What Josh had to say in the joint party room is not something I'd normally talk about. Yeah, look, I can understand why there's a bit of frustration around the place, but we need to turn the temperature down on our party room.
Mr Frydenberg's contribution reflects the growing frustration at the highest levels of the Morrison government that the Nationals' turmoil is undermining its agenda. For the second sitting week in a row, the junior coalition partner has overshadowed the Liberal Party message.
Does the Prime Minister agree with the Father of the House, the Liberal member for Menzies, who said today, and I quote, "If you can't govern yourselves, you can't govern the country"?
I can assure the House that this government is united on the need to lower taxes, Mr Speaker.
And despite his high-profile defection from the National Party, the new Deputy Speaker, Lou O'Brien, insists it's business as usual. The government breathed a sigh of relief when he refused to cross the floor to vote with the Greens on a federal anti-corruption watchdog. But it remains a live option. As Mr O'Brien tells Sky News, he's willing to cross the floor if he's exhausted all other avenues. Trudy McIntosh, Sky News, Canberra.